I have been here for how long now?
A long time.
A long time. And finally today is the day where I leave.
Yep.
Are you excited?
No. Don't leave.
I'll come back.
You better.
I'll come back. But this is an exciting time because this will be the first time I actually live for real inside of the RV. So I'm excited. Where will I sleep tonight? I don't know. What will I do? I don't know. I still need to get water because I can't take a shower till I do that. You think I'm crazy?
A little bit.
Do you think I'll survive?
I hope so.
Okay, let's get this thing out of here. We gotta get it through this gate. We've done this many times, but I crunched the fence that one time. We want to avoid that this time. Well, let's try to make it work. We gotta take this vehicle through this gate and down this treacherous dirt road. I don't know if you can tell, but it gets treacherous down there. Well, the RV is out. The gates are closing on me. So sad. Bye. I'll see you later. Now it's time to hop back in the driver's seat, and we gotta go down this crazy treacherous road down here. It gets a little bit shady, I'll show you. Up here there are holes, there's pitfalls, there's everything you don't want while driving an RV, and the biggest concern is this part right here, if you can see that. That is just not where you want your tires to end up going. So we'll just, and there's another one down there, you know. We'll do our best to avoid that, shall we? Okay. All right. All right, we've made it. This is my first stop, is the rest stop. That's right, we're right next to the ocean, beautiful rest stop. And I'm parked on the RV side. It's kind of hard to see because it's dark, but I am here on the RV and semi-truck side. You can see there's just trucks everywhere. It's very loud because a lot of them have their generators running. And that is something I was a little concerned about, was that, you know, maybe it's not cool to have your generator running because it's loud, but as you can hear, all of these vehicles have a generator running. So I think I'm good. And also another interesting thing is, look how small my RV is compared to everything else. The spot comes all the way to where I'm standing, basically. So theoretically, another RV could park right behind me. I didn't know if you could double up on some spots because as I was coming in here, there were several spots that were only half taken up by RVs and I could park behind them. I don't know if that's allowed or not, but I just didn't do it. Someone can park behind me, I don't care. But anyway, let's hop inside and get some work done because this is gonna be a real test to see what I can get done here. Okay, we're inside. We're running off of battery power here. Now, one thing that's important is getting this refrigerator running. It's been giving me some issues, but I think it's good. We gotta turn on the propane to make that happen though. So let's go outside and turn on the propane. I've got this beautiful light that looks like a light switch. It's pretty amazing actually. It's very bright. Okay, let's open it up here. Oh man. And of course we gotta loosen up the propane here by unscrewing it, basically. You can smell it. Once you start to unscrew it, you can smell it coming out there. Hell yeah. We've got, you know, a little bit less than half a tank of propane. But before we can run the refrigerator, we gotta make sure that the RV is level enough to handle the refrigerator because that is a problem. That is a problem. So we're gonna open up our cabinet and take out the level. Look at this thing. It's whack. It's crazy. I'm just gonna place it on the ground right here. We're gonna see just how level it is. Horizontally, we're fine. I don't know if you can see that, but vertically, we're not. So let's switch it around and let's see just by how far we're off. If I lift it up that much, we're good. So it's not that bad. It's just a little bit. So I think we can run the refrigerator. Let's try it. Let's power it on here. On, and I have it set to run on gas, so that should click on any second now. And I just heard the flame click on. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but that's how we know it's running. I can hear the flame, and if you open it up, sometimes you can hear in there, but there's so much noise happening outside you can't really hear. We'll see if this refrigerator works for us, because it's important now. I have frozen food in there. It has to be working or else I will lose my food. So that's a very important thing to keep in mind. Got to have the refrigerator running. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up the curtains to give us some privacy here. I like to have some privacy while I work. I don't know. Sometimes I like to have the window open, but not at night, during the day only. Or if I have a good view at night, then yes, but we're at a rest stop. There's no view to be had during the day. We're not completely closed in, privacy all the way, got the curtains up. We're good to go right now. So unfortunately, I don't get to relax and enjoy my first night here living in the RV, but I'm gonna do some work. This is the real world. Traveling will come momentarily, but this is my first night. I still gotta get work done today. I have a trip over to Salton Sea coming up soon, so that'll be fun. It's not gonna happen in the RV, but for now, I gotta get some work done. And then tomorrow we'll run some errands here in the RV. We need some water. We need to dump the tanks because it's starting to smell like poop. Join me, shall you? Now, I was gonna go get some water today because guess what? You'll never believe it if I told you, but my, my fresh water level is empty. I have no water in the RV, but I do have, I'll show you what I do have. Check it out. If we go into the refrigerator here, okay, sometimes the light does not just turn on, so you gotta flick it like that. But I have a lovely filter, a Brita filter that has some water in it. That is all my water that I have left to use. I'm only gonna be here for one night, okay? And I have Gatorade, I have soda, I have other drinks as well. Plus, I got these lovely French press coffee makers. I'll show you all about these, but since I don't have any water, I'm not gonna make some coffee, but it's a really fun way to make coffee and I really like it. But I store all my excess coffee in this container. I got quite a bit in there. We can have some coffee tonight. I'll just go get some water tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day. Tonight, I just want to focus on getting some work done because that's really the priority. So let's jump to it. Of course, before starting work, gotta have some coffee. I need some ice for this cup. There's some in here still that's left over from earlier today. I gotta add more to it. Luckily, I decided to freeze some in my freezer, which is running off of strictly propane right now. I'm not even running the generator right now. It's amazing. I have figured out the way to use this RV without ever running the generator except to power the air conditioner or my laptop. Those are the two things that I'll need to run the generator for. I'm getting off track. Ice for the coffee. Anyway, the refrigerator is so efficient. It runs off propane so well. It uses hardly any propane. You could run it for weeks off of one tank of propane and it would be fine. That's enough ice for my coffee, I think. I don't need to put the lid back on. This is where I store my already made coffee, right in the way of my face, right? And we got this Coffee Mate Snickers creamer. This is incredible stuff right here. So good. Oh man. This is from IKEA. This is a little container from IKEA just containing all my coffee. Look at that. Already brewed coffee with the French press. Cold brew coffee. I love cold coffee, iced coffee. If you watch Graham Stephan, you know coffee is where it's at. Iced coffee specifically. This container is a bit weird. I bought it because it matches the colors of my RV, but at the expense of function. Because once you put the lid back on, there's still some excess liquid. It's a weird design, but hey, it works. You know what I mean? It fits in with the RV and this amazing creamer here. That is not gonna work. Now is it? I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, I gotta sip some of this out here. That's gonna be disgusting. Oh, black. I've never been a fan of black coffee. It's just so bad. But we're gonna give that a shake there. Amazing. I love coffee, guys. But that's how it's done. Disneyland annual pass cup. God, remember when you could go to Disneyland? I'm in the area. I can't even go because of the coronavirus. That's okay, though. Beautiful drink. That's going to keep me up tonight. All right, now I've got my whole setup set up pretty much, and I'm ready to turn on the generator. But one thing I'd like to point out is this amazing second monitor that I have. It runs off of HDMI, and it's powered by USB. I've got it plugged into my computer now, but what's really cool is that I could plug that HDMI into my phone and power the monitor through a USB battery bank and run the entire thing as a computer based on my phone without having to turn on the generator. That's amazing, but I'm just gonna use it on my computer today, which needs the generator. But it's just a really cool thing. Plus, check out this clock that I got. Amazing, from IKEA. I'm very bad with procrastinating, so when I see time physically moving like that, it helps me out a lot. I like to have this clock. Plus, it's got a very fancy nightlight. Check that out. It's very, very beautiful. And once it starts to go away, it like fades away. It's very, very nice. Maybe it'll happen here any second. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And it's got an alarm as well. And the benefit of using that as an alarm is that I can put my phone in the other room, have that as my alarm. When I turn off the alarm, if I do it on my phone, normally I'll go to Twitter or something and get distracted and spend a couple hours just in my bed doing nothing. This will get me up instantly because there will be nothing to distract me other than just watching the time go by. So I think it's a very smart idea. But now it's time to turn on the generator. Let's do it. Oh my God, get some work done. Yay. Come on. There we go. It's on. It's so much brighter in here once it turns on. It's amazing. It just brightens the whole freaking place up, man. And hey, we're at a truck stop, so it's okay to have the generator running, right? You know? I think so. Now we can power everything. Boop. There we go. Everything should be charging now. We should have everything plugged in now. The computer should just turn on. So let's open this bad boy up. Power that thing on, and it should turn on the second monitor as well. Look at that. Amazing. Time to get some work done. Well, I've gotten a good amount of work done today, but I'm tired. Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow we're gonna go get some water for this RV. We're gonna go get the tanks dumped. We're gonna get everything done. And for now, it's time for me to just lay down and go to bed. I've got my alarm set on my clock over here. As you can see, my lovely clock. Very dark, I'm sorry. I've got most of the lights turned off, but it's time to go to bed. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm exhausted. Good night.